like you lost another one.
Could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Hello guys and welcome back to Motorsport Gaming, and in today's video we're going to be checking out a pretty cool car. I really like this car when I found it. You guys will like it too. We also have a link to the car. I don't think it's off sale, but this car is made by Francisco GM Pro 33. And I'm pretty sure you've seen the cinematic footage that I had before this. So you already know what we're checking out. We're going to be checking out this Lamborghini Aventador S. And it's a modified version. Really cool stuff right here. I really like this car a lot so far. It has a lot of cool features. We're going to go through it. You already seen it in the scene before, so you've seen some of them. But I'm going to go through all the features that I did not show you guys. And also, I'll show you how it performs. And you'll get the chance to actually try out this car. So I'm really excited. We're going to get deep down into it. We're at the Motorsport track. You know, the Motorsports Review track. The game I created. It's not really an official game yet, but I'll tweak it eventually. And probably add like a spawner and stuff like that for you guys to try out these cars. But yeah, we're going to hop right into this Aventador. But before that, I'm going to show you guys around it. California license plate, Lamborghini. I mean, just typical stuff. But you got these really cool bronze wheels. The orange calipers. You got the Lamborghini logo. And you have this amazing interior. Not really my, favorite taste in interior. But I actually like it. It actually works out pretty well in this car. You have this carbon fiber spoiler. You got pretty much carbon fiber pieces around this car. Like right here, you got that carbon fiber package, which gives you like the carbon fiber trim pieces like on the car and stuff. Over here, which is a real option on the Lamborghinis. You also have a carbon fiber crossbar. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I decided to point that out. A red suspension, which you can actually get on the Lamborghinis. So, it has a lot of spec'd out stuff that you can get in, like, Lamborghinis. I forgot to put on the parking brake, which is why it's, like, speeding off. I like the exhaust, and I'll show you why I like it. I don't know if the brakes have a special feature that I like, but we'll see. The lights, amazing, how they work. But, yeah, that's just a couple things about this car so far. And right now, we're going to get right into it and see how this thing drives. You already know, when that message pops up, you already know how great this car is. It's literally my favorite car that I'm checking it out. But before we start the car and stuff, and you guys hear this amazing exhaust, I'm going to show you one cool feature. So there's two buttons on the keyboard that I want to set my attention to. Or two sets of buttons. So the first two pair are J and N. So J and N on the keyboard. If you click those, something special happens to the mirror. Watch. So if you click N, the mirror goes down. And not just like goes down. Like, that's already cool. But unlike all the other cars in Roblox, you can actually adjust the mirror to your precise, preference. So you can click J and roll up the window to whatever height you want, and then N to lower it. And this is not just on one side. Now, if you go to G and V, so G and V, these also open the other window. So you can click V and it pulls down right there. Or you can just pull it up if you want to. Or lower it all the way down. Pretty cool stuff. So we're probably gonna I'm gonna pull it up, because realistically you don't want the passenger window to open, because you know what happens when you pull the passenger window, it gets all up in your ear and stuff. So we're gonna keep it pretty realistic. Probably open the other window. But not only that, since we're on the track, I probably don't want wind blowing in my hair and stuff like that. So we're gonna put the roof up. A simple click. That's all. Not my favorite feature. I would like it to do some like animation, or like if you can like just, yeah, I guess it makes sense why they did that. But it would have been really cool if you can like pull the roof off and like put it inside there. It would be really cool. So yeah. But sadly that's not an option. So yeah. Now we're gonna get on to driving this thing. Let's start this thing up for you guys to hear it. Here we go. It is very loud. Like, this thing is loud. So, for the purpose of this video, we are gonna lower the volume for this. See how loud? Like, look. So we're gonna leave it right there. Yeah, let's get right into the video. I'm gonna put on the driving lights on, the daytime running lights. There's no daytime running for the back because it's a fog light, so you can adjust the lights and stuff. Also, it comes with the arrow and stuff like that. You can have active arrow, you can have up or down. I'm gonna probably leave it down because it already has a spoiler, so there's no point in the spoiler going up and down all the time. It makes no sense. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. So let's start driving this thing. It kicks. So right now we're in the standard mode. So this thing can top out at 175 from what I'm seeing. Like if you pour it in Corsa. I think at one point I got it to 180. But that's because, you have to like gear all the way. One thing I like about this thing is if you go to like the limit, so 9,000 RPM, the vehicle is gonna actually like flash at you. See, like that. It's gonna flash at you. Although the animation is not exactly like that, I'll show you how it's supposed to look in a second. But it's like a line over it, a blue line. It's not supposed to be like that. Like if you look closer, like if I point the camera even closer, you'll see that there's like a line that goes over the speedometer, and it's not the blue like flashing thing that you see. So we just completed our lap. Although at the end we kind of went a little slow, which is fine. One thing I like about this car is the suspension. It feels very realistic. It would have been cool if it got like much more stiffer and stuff like that when you go into like the different modes, which would have been really cool. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. So yeah, I think we gotta make the car move for me to do this right. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. Hold up. Okay, let's try putting in neutral. And then hopefully I can rev it. Yeah, okay. So now I'm able to rev. Oh. Okay, hold up. Alright. So we're gonna go into cinema mode so I can show you this. So we're gonna rev it. You see that line over it? So I'm gonna zoom in even more. So there's a line over it. Like, look at that. So it slowly comes out. The blue lines that you see right there are to warn you that you are going over the rev limit. And then it starts to flash at you like, holy crap, you're gonna blow up your engine. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So you can see those blue lines that go across the screen. See, as we get closer to the limit. And once you hit 9,000, it's like, holy crap, you're about to blow out the engine. Really cool feature. So yeah. One other thing that I like, and I was talking about the exhaust earlier, is that the exhaust gets warm. So as you can see, the exhaust is currently cooling down because it got so hot. But you can actually warm up the exhaust like any other car in Roblox. It's similar to that, animation in the Lamborghini Performante, which I'm pretty sure you guys all tried that slot model, the Lamborghini Performante. We're all familiar with it. And like the brakes like get hot and stuff. Same animation going on here. It gets really hot. You can see it's burning right now. And then gets cooled down. Boom. And it takes this time to cool down, even when you turn off the engine, which is really cool stuff. I like that. It's very realistic. It's not like ridiculously dumb. And I can see that whoever like created this car put in a lot of work. Obviously, it's like a leaked model, but really cool stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get right into driving this thing. I want to see if the brakes actually warm up, so... We're at like 130. No, the brakes do not get hot, which is okay. So now that I showed you that, let's actually make this thing, let's actually race this car. I've talked enough about the things that the car comes with, all the badging and stuff like that, all the exterior features of this car. But actually, let's now test the car for how well it performs. So I'm going to put this into Corsa. As you can hear, the exhaust gets louder. And we're just going to send it. So... probably at 7,000 RPMs. Yeah. Steering's not the best, but the suspension is pretty fun to play around with. Because it just feels so realistic. So we're going to hop into the interior because it's my favorite. One of the things I do not like about this vehicle is that the steering wheel can be a little tricky. Like the steering wheel, it could actually, it makes it harder because, it just like jiggles back into place really weirdly. And it turns like very hard. Like it feels so harsh. feels like it's like heavy and stuff like that, the way it looks. And it makes it harder to drive this thing. So I'm thinking, you know, maybe I'm turning like right, but nah, like, you know, I turn like pretty bad like that. Like it's hard, so now I gotta concentrate on, you know, the road kind of a bit, because, you know, the steering wheel is not much help when it comes to like figuring out whether or not, you know, I can take a turn, which is sort of frustrating, but I mean, everything else about this thing is pretty good. I like the corner thing that tells you like how the traction is on each wheel, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot of Roblox cars come with that, because I mean, with this you gotta know that which wheels losing control and stuff like that. But I believe this thing is all-wheel drive, so we have seen zero issues. But I mean, it's the most realistic out of these. A lot of Roblox cars just like to take off and just go fast. This one is just, it's as fast as a Lamborghini S should be. It's just this track is like mega big, so yeah. But I mean, that should be a wrap for the Lamborghini Aventador S. Pretty impressive car. One of my favorites so far. It's beautiful. It's great. I mean, so yeah, that'll be all for today's video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Make sure you also check out the Driven store. I'm Bekir Ali on Motorsports Review. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to also leave suggestions on what other cars I should check out. But that'll be a wrap for today's video. As you know, thank you for watching, as always. And I'll see you guys next time.
Monkey.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
Say please.
Could be us.
Say please.
Could be us.